Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Om Shri Kuldevtai Namaha, Om Shri Shri Pada Shri Vallabha, Om Shri Nrisingha Saraswati, Om Dattatreya Gurubhyo Namaha.
TTD Bhakti TV presenting Shri Guru Charithra Chapter 33, A Devoted Concubine. Next day the young Brahmin couple bowed to Shri Guru and sat before him. The wife asked Shri Guru, "When I was mourning, a sannyasi advised me, gave me 4 Rudra beads and asked me to tie 2 breads in the ears of my husband and to put 2 beads round my neck. He also told me that when I go to see Shri Guru, I should sprinkle the tear of Rudrabhishek on my husband's body and mine." Who was that sannyasi? Shri Guru smiled and said, "Seeing your devotion, I myself gave you the Rudra beads. Since do not touch them who wear Rudraksh. The significance of Rudraksh is very great. One should wear a wreath of 1000 Rudrakshas. If this is not possible, then have a wreath of 108 beads round the neck, 40 on the head, 12 in both ears. The wreath should contain silver, gold and precious stones as diamond, emerald, pearl, coral, etc. One who bathes with Rudra beads on his body gets the credit of Ganga bath. If Rudraksh is worshipped, it is like worshipping Lord Sri Shivalinga. The Rudrakshas have 1, 5, 11 or 14 holes. I shall now tell you a tale in this respect. There lived a king Bhadrasen in Kashmir and his son's name was Surma. The name of his minister's son was Tarak. Both were fast friends. They were of the same age. Both of them had studied together. They were devotees of Shiva. They were wreaths of Rudraksh and applied bhasma to their bodies. They did not like rich clothes and ornaments of gold and gems. Once Prasha Rishi came there. The king greeted and worshipped him. The king said to the Rishi, "My son was Tarak." Both were fast friends. They were of the same age. Both of them had studied together. They were devotees of Shiva. They wore wreaths of Rudraksh and applied bhasma to their bodies. They did not like rich clothes and ornaments of gold and gems. The king said to the Rishi, "My son is fond of Rudraksh and has no liking for good clothes and ornaments befitting a royal family. Please advise him properly." Prasha said, "The account of the previous birth of your son and that of your mantri is wonderful. There lived a concubine in Nandigram. She was very beautiful. She wore golden sandals. Her ornaments, and her bedstead was webbed with precious stone. She had constructed a high-class dancing hall, where she sang, and danced daily. She had many attendants. She was a great devotee of Lord Shiva and gave alms to the Brahmins and others profusely. She adorned even her 2 pets, a cock and a monkey. She tied Rudraksh round their necks and taught them to dance, and kept these creatures in her dance hall. One day a rich Vaishya, wearing a Rudraksh wreath, came to her. He had in his hand a Shivalinga of precious stones, which was as bright as the sun. The concubine longed to have that Shivalinga. She asked her maidservant to ask the Vaishya if he would sell the Shivalinga, or he would give it to her if she accepted to serve him as a devoted wife for 3 days. When the maidservant told this to the Vaishya, he laughed and said, "I would gladly give this linga to your mistress, if she agrees to serve me as a devoted wife for 3 days. The Vaishya then said to the concubine, "You are a prostitute by profession and caste. How can I believe that you would be honest with me for 3 days? Take an oath for this." The concubine took the oath. "I shall serve you devotedly for 3 days." He then gave the linga to her and said, "I love and regard this linga even more than my life. If it is lost or destroyed, I shall give up my life. Keep it safe." She agreed and kept the linga tied to a pillar in the dancing hall. Both then entered the inner apartment. While they were enjoying, the dancing hall caught fire and was burnt in no time along with the cock, monkey. Efforts to extinguish the fire were made, but the linga was burnt. Seeing that the precious linga was burnt, the Vaishya arranged a pyre and burnt himself. The concubine was much grieved. She decided to observe sati as she had agreed to be a devoted wife of the Vaishya. Her relatives tried to persuade her from giving up her life, but she was firm in her resolution. She called the Brahmins and gave money in charity. She arranged the pyre, took 3 rounds around it and leaped in the fire of the pyre. Instantly Lord Sri Shawar, with 5 heads and locks of hair on his head, caught her in his 10 hands and took her out of the fire and said, I am pleased with your devotion. You are really a sati. You can ask for a boon. I myself had come to you as the Vaishya to test you. I myself set the dancing hall on fire and entered the pyre and got burnt. The concubine said, kindly take me with all my relatives and servants to your place. Lord Sri Shankar seated them all in his divine plane and took them to Kailash. Benefits of reading Sri Guru Charithra or its Parayana. Devotees who read Sri Guru Charithra or perform its Parayana experience a spiritual joy and also material well-being. Some devotees perform the Parayan for their physical and mental well-being. Numerous are the instances in Sri Guru Charithra where we see different people from across the country who came to Sri Guru were cured by him by his mere kind glance. Even today devotees experience his blessings by reading Sri Guru Charithra repeatedly. There are specific chapters, adhyayas, in Guru Charithra which are believed to cure specific problems in life. Here are a few. Adhyay 8 for birth of a wise and intelligent child, Adhyay 14 for solving employment or job-related problems, Adhyay 17 for education and overall development of children, Adhyay 18 for financial well-being, Adhyay 20-21 for black magic or evil spirit problems, Bhut Pret Para, Adhyay 10 and 38 for financial upliftment and success in business, Adhyay 13 and 45 for health-related problems, etc.